Alright, what's up guys? You already know what it is that we're going to be doing in this video, so let's get right into it because I couldn't even wait to get this box open. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here, but of course the first thing is that we've got the new MG Zeta Verka is finally here. Very excited to build this up, so you guys will be seeing this very soon. As you know, I've been reviewing the MG 1.0 and the MG 2.0 and the MG Zeta Plus C1 all in the lead up to this, and actually have the SDCS that I'm building right at the moment now as well, just to review just ahead of this release. But it's here already, so awesome. I will be reviewing this for you guys very soon. We'll be taking a look at that. Let me get this box down and we can properly look at the rest of this stuff. Okay, anyway, that's actually the first of a couple of pretty large boxes, relatively large kits in this delivery. Let's get into the next one, which you guys will probably be very surprised to see. It is a tank model kit. So yeah, I told you guys not too long ago that I actually got, sometime last year, I got my very first tank model kit ever, and while I still need to build that one, I actually wanted to get this one as well, because I'm getting more interested in it, and so I've not yet worked myself up to doing it, but I will very soon. I promise you guys, I will build either one of the two now that I have, and I won't be like now starting to collect like loads of tank models, not by any means, but I do want to try these out. You know, two is enough for me for now. I'll pick one of the two and build one of these pretty soon, but this one is the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force Type 74 MBT. So those of you guys who do know more about tanks than I, which is very little in my case, you can let me know your thoughts about if you've ever built like this particular kit. For example, I think this is a new one though, so probably not, haven't built this one, but similar type kits. If you guys have feedback, advice, of course, I'll be happy to hear that. Of course, I will, when I do build this, have some work in progress videos so you guys can kind of see how it's going, and you can also give me some feedback and tips kind of along the way. That'd be awesome. But yeah, this one is by HJ Model Kit Series and Hobby Japan, so sort of a collaboration release, I guess, for this one. I'm actually really curious because it feels quite interesting, just like feels very different, of course, from your standard Gundam model that I'm used to. Anyway, it's all molded in black. Okay, that's for a different day. I'm very excited about that one too, actually. Up next, our other big boy is the Metal Gear Solid 4 version of the Metal Gear Rex. So a couple things to say about this one. So I have built the Metal Gear Rex, of course. I reviewed that here on the channel back before, so you can check out that review, but I'm really anxious to check out this one and just to see kind of the new parts of it. It looks very cool. I love the Metal Gear Solid 4 game and the story and everything, so this one will be really fun. The other really cool thing about this is that you actually have all the parts in here included to make the regular Metal Gear Rex, and I'm 99% sure we looked at this like ahead of time once this was getting announced as a reissue. I was taking a look back because this has been out for a while, and so I was taking a look back on like online, looking at the runners and everything, and it looks like this includes all of the runners of the original kit plus the runners to make the damaged parts on it. So even if you wanted to make this like partially damaged, or you wanted to just build this as the regular original Rex, it appears that you can do that with this kit, but I will build this up in the near future and we will find out very soon. Okay, I lied. There is actually one more big kit, and it's not quite as big, but it is big, certainly, at least in the name. Another really exciting one, actually. Very exciting delivery here. This is the Big O. So I am, of course, a fan of the Big O series back from the Toonami days 20 plus years ago. So this one is going to be really cool. Bandai did make a Big O model kit. I've never seen it though. Like, I've never seen it in the wild in real life. I know that they've seen it. I've seen pictures of it online, and I'm not sure how that's going to compare to this release. But this one is out in the Motoroid line from Plamax, from Good Smile Company, and so that should give you a pretty good idea what to expect from this. But I've already seen a couple of pictures from some people building it online, and it looks very, very cool. So as a Big O fan, very excited for this one as well. Like, I'm a big Metal Gear fan, a Big O fan, so this is all really exciting stuff. And now switching from very big to very small with these couple next Gunpla kits here. So here we have the SD Cross Silhouette Tornado Gundam. Speaking of Cross Silhouette, I mentioned that I'm just building up the Cross Silhouette Zeta Gundam. So right after that, I can also build the Tornado Gundam. These kits, of course, are very quick to build. The cool thing about this is that if I remember correctly, yeah, the Cross Silhouette frame is included with this, which is awesome. So that's really nice. You can build it up as either the SD or the Cross Silhouette form with just what you have here in the box. So a very unique Gundam design as well, pretty obscure one. That's one thing that I have really enjoyed about the SDCS line, is that they've released some pretty obscure mobile suits in that line. The Cascade is another really good example of that. And then getting even smaller, we have Gunpla DXS. So Gunpla you guys may have seen around online. So this is the new model kit of Gunpla. This one also so unique and interesting. I love how the box is designed like an HGUC box, but it's for Gunpla here. So this one will also be pretty fun, interesting, I think. I'm very excited to see the color separation on it looks really quite nice as well. Okay, so we'll save that for an upcoming video. This is a really quick build, so this is something I can get built and reviewed for you guys very soon. So you guys will probably see that like within a couple days, I'd imagine. All right, last couple things here are going to be a magazine and MOOCs. Here we've got the new issue of Hobby Japan. This is actually the June issue, even though it's now just the beginning of May. That's kind of how it goes, right? So this is the June issue of Hobby Japan, which of course features the Zeta Gundam, as this is a special issue for the 20th anniversary of Verka. So you've got the Verka Gundam and the Zeta Gundam right here on the front, and it's a pretty thick issue this month because we also have this inserted in here, which is also a pretty thick little mini MOOC here on its own, Master Grade Verka all kit guide. So it's kind of all about all the MG Verka kits. I'm very much looking forward to checking this one out. So that will probably be our MOOC for this weekend. So look out for that, because we'll be building the Zeta Verka, and we can take a look at that, and it'll just kind of be Zeta Verka madness for the next couple days. Also got the new issue of RHL Robot Hobby Life. This is the second issue in this series. We took a look at the first one, and it was very cool. So this is kind of the spin-off of the GHL Gundam Hobby Life MOOC series. And this one is all about Macross. I'm sure we'll have a lot of other stuff in here, but there'll be a lot of Macross. So yeah, as you guys know, Macross not my series of expertise, but it looks like, as usual, a lot of really cool stuff to see in here. So I won't really know so much about the mechs themselves, but still a lot of really great, mecha plamo to enjoy here in this issue. So we'll take a look at that. This one also, I guess a magazine or a MOOC. This one a little bit harder to define, I think. This is the Hobby Japan Extra series, so it's kind of like a magazine, as this is issue 29. They don't come out every month, but they come out, I believe, quarterly, so I think they come out with them like 4 in a year. But the Extra series basically just has a lot more kind of extra stuff, I guess, as you might imagine. And they're not always necessarily about Gunpla. There's a lot of different stuff in here, like for example, there's a part in here about the Imaginary Skeleton Tyrannosaurus kit, for example, and there's like a car model in here as well. So there's just a lot of other like modeling works and stuff in here, and so it'll be some like work in progress photos and stuff, kind of tutorial kind of things. Like here, this is about painting and weathering a entry grade Gundam, for example. So a lot of really cool stuff in here. I think I maybe have taken a look at one issue of Extra in the past, possibly, or this might be my first one. I know there's a couple issues that I've seen come and go over the years, and like I normally see them after they're already out and sold out. So I'm always kind of late to snag one, but this one I was able to get, so I'm very much looking forward to it. This one is another kind of like plamo beginners focused magazine. So this one, like the theme of this one is like beginners focused. So it should have a lot of really cool tips and stuff in there for beginners and even people who are intermediate to advanced. Anything like beginners is always good to just check out different techniques. This one as well, also a beginner's guide. So this one is a beginner's guide, but this one is focused all about the Witch from Mercury kits, at least like the early ones, the ones that we have so far. So this is also a Hobby Japan MOOC here. So it's the Witch from Mercury Gundam beginner's guide. It looks like there is a little bit, no, yeah, it is all Witch from Mercury. So this is all Witch from Mercury stuff in here. So we'll take a look at this in the near future as well, because I know a lot of you guys are enjoying the HD Witch from Mercury kits so far, as am I, and so this one is very timely. So there's a lot of really cool stuff to look forward to in the coming weeks. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comment section, of course, what are you most excited, what are you most looking forward to? There's a lot of really cool stuff in here that I'm looking forward to. It's just that once again, I just find myself wishing that we had, maybe 36 to 40 hour days. I think would be awesome. So, if somebody could, let somebody know, that would be awesome. If we could, get that in the works. This 24-hour day thing is just not really working out. It's just not enough. So let's work on that. In the meantime, guys, if you want to check out some other different model kits and everything, of course, you can check the link in the video description to USA Gundam Store down in the video description down below, down there. Also, like and subscribe while you're down there as well if you guys feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Bonus round. Okay, hey guys, so a couple other things just arrived here, so might as well share this with y'all as well. You set that there for a second. So we've got two new versions of the cat model. So if you guys remember, I did review the first one, which was really quite cool. It really impressed me quite a lot, to be honest. It was a model kit that I was just kind of like, yeah, meh, sort of, but once I built it, I actually really liked it quite a bit, which was kind of ninja themed, sort of. This is the second in the 160 scale Iron Roars cat series. This one is more of a sort of sniper type, I guess, which looks quite cool and is yellow. And then we've got the third one, which is, what would be, I don't know, what would you call the theme of this? This is also sort of like warrior, I guess it was sort of like a Chinese warrior kind of theme of this one. It's red in color, and yeah, this one also quite interesting looking as well. So the thing about these was that just the overall construction of them, they were really super solid kits and really fun to pose, and they had quite interesting weapons, and I guess the same can be said about these as well, just from what I can see of them. Oh, that's not a sniper rifle, that's a bow, isn't it? I'm just now looking at the yellow one again and realizing that's a bow, not a sniper rifle. So anyway, there you guys can see a little bit of those. So I will build those, probably will build those back to back. We'll have reviews of those just come out one right after another, so you guys can check those out. But yeah, look into those model kits if you guys haven't, because that one was really quite nice, the first one of those. Last thing here, and I'm not sure, okay, I don't know if I really want to take out everything out of this box quite yet, but this is from Techo Toys on Twitter. Now he designs and 3D prints these model kits. I believe sells the STL files as well if you just wanted to buy the file and print it yourself. But they are these mecha and other stuff as well. And so I'll have a link to his Twitter down in the video description below. But I was just complimenting him on Twitter that the designs were really cool, and he offered to send me a couple to try out and build out and share with you guys, show you guys kind of what they were all about. So here's what this one looks like. This is one of the versions of the designs, and the way that he designed them was he designed a sort of frame, an inner frame, and then different armor. So the frame is just like this, and there's different armor options around that, so you can kind of mix and match if you get multiple different ones. And so the main one here that I told him was the one that I was most impressed by, or the one that, I mean, there was we kind of had to talk about this. There was really cool aspects that I like kind of about multiple different designs. So I think there's probably going to be some extra stuff in here. He did mention to me that he was sending some extra stuff, but this is the main suit of the one that I requested was the Vulture here, which is a pretty cool looking suit there, as you can see. Kind of sort of Mech Warrior vibes to it, but I don't know, just really cool design. And just like I said, the way that they were designed around an inner frame I thought was really super interesting. So these are a bunch of parts and stuff in here. So it's all 3D printed, and there's his Techo Toys logo. Hopefully you guys can see that on there. But so yeah, he's individually packed these, and everything's all bubble wrapped and packed up. I want to save the kind of unboxing of this for a separate video later, but you can see he marked this. They're all in these little boxes. This one says Exo Armor Heavy. So this just has, oh, awesome. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so this is one of the figures, it looks like. So he also has figures, and I believe these are all 1/35th scale. Yeah, 1/35th scale, and the figures are also articulated. So this is all the parts for, I mean, I can show you guys. It doesn't look like much at the moment because it's all just parts, but I mean, just at a glance, it looks really nice. So the figures are also designed in a way sort of similar kind of to Kotobukiya's Hexagear series, and they look really awesome. So if you guys are, you want to check out some 3D printed, awesome, cool mecha and like figure stuff, again, kind of along the lines of Hexagear in the way that there's, you know, little figures and also kind of mecha models that kind of go together. Check him out. I'll put a link in the video description. Check out Techo Toys. I'm very much looking forward to diving into this stuff. But as you guys have seen from everything that came before in this video, I have a lot of stuff on my plate at the moment, so I'll be getting to this stuff as soon as I can. I also have a custom build that I'm working on at the moment that hopefully should be finished pretty soon, within like the next week or so. And then after that, I'll get into building some of this stuff because it looks very cool. So, all right, guys, that's it for the video. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.